Semifinals. Match 1.
In the top left, making all the upsets, the underrated player from Poland, he is
Ego Esports, Elazer.
The champion of WCS Valencia in 2017. Sounds like a long time ago. Feels like yesterday.
I know, right? You want to talk about a champion, though? The only person, well, he predated Seoul. But anyways, from USA, he is
Ting, Neeb.
Of course, this guy he almost did what Seoul did the year before Seoul, except for, well, his opponent.
Yep, won 3 out of 4 stops. That's actually really cool, because I was thinking about this, right? If you think back of the 3 best non-Korean players of 2017, it's actually the 3 we have left in this tournament. Because a lot of people don't think of 2017 as a year where Seoul mattered, but that's actually incorrect. Because if you focus on, for instance, an Intel Extreme Masters Katowice, he was the best performing non-Korean player in that tournament. He won that group stage back then. Seoul was really good. He made it to the finals of WCS Jönköping, where he did fall against Neeb. But obviously that was a big performance by Seoul. And towards the end, he won like a $28,000 tournament in Barcelona in 2017 as well. Now, other than that, obviously, you got to give it to Elazer for having a good run at the global finals and winning Valencia. And of course, Neeb, who won 3 out of 3 events. But that's quite remarkable that 2 years down the line, the 3 best players outside of South Korea that were active in the WCS circuit are now the 3 players left in this tournament.
Yeah, it's crazy the longevity of some of these players. Even if you go back a previous year, well, I guess Nurcho has fallen off a little bit, but Showtime, one of the big dogs in 2016. But then, of course, we do have these really brand new players rising up, like Rainer and Time doing a great job. Obviously not getting as far in this tournament, but...
That's funny, right? Like, Rainer is almost untouchable when it comes to WCS events. Like, literally the only player that Rainer has ever lost to in WCS events is Seoul. But he's definitely struggling a bit, showing that same level of performance in some of these other tournaments. A GSL vs. the World, an IEM Katowice, an Aces ROG. Yeah. He's a little bit more vulnerable. In the WCS circuit, he's an absolute beast. Outside of it, he struggles a little bit more.
Well, I've got to say, as far as this tournament goes, at least, I think that Juan just brought some amazing TBC to this. He was talking about how hard he prepared for it, and he really busted out. He had an amazing tournament, and it took the best Protoss in the world to stop him. So, not feeling too bad for
And he made it close. Did you watch that 4th game? Like, at one point, Turbo Cruise. It's like, I don't think you're going to beat this army anymore. And suddenly he's like, no, watch me EMP. And it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he just destroyed everything.
No observer, get out of here. Yeah, an amazing, amazing game there. But here, we have Neeb vs. Elazer. We've started on Thunderbird. What are your thoughts here, Roddy?
It's funny because in the previous series, Trap actually vetoed this map, and certain Protoss players don't like it that much anymore, which is really funny because old school logic is always like, how easy is it for Protoss to get 3 bases? Well, it's never going to get easier than it is on this map, so that makes it good for Protoss, right? Well, yes, but also no, because now there are a lot of Zergs. It's like, yeah, late game is actually fine. Let's just split the map. Let's get a lot of Infestors out. So, I mean, I don't mind this map from either side. I think it's totally fine that we start on it. A little bit surprised that Elazer actually decided to veto Kairos Junction.
Are you? Yeah. You only see Immortal pushes there, though, which kind of screams what Elazer doesn't want to play against, I feel like, right?
I guess, I mean, that must be the reason. Otherwise, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So clearly worried about something aggressive. Elazer went for a very quick lair, by the way, and he's firing up multiple Overlords. Is there a chance that we're going to see a cheeky Nidus?
There definitely is that chance. I mean, the Roach Horn is timed out pretty perfectly here as well.
No Spore.
Bunch of Lings being made.
Overseer. Yeah, that's got to be a Nidus play, but why is there no Spore Crawler here?
Well, there's a Spore Crawler. I'm not sure what it's doing up there, but will come down and burrow. This is a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start. I really wonder why he's making all these links. Is it a Dropper Lord play? Okay, but that Dropper Lord gets shot down. That was bad by Elazer, because he basically did double economic damage to himself. He lost 8 drones, and then he made a lot of Zerglings.
That was his plan, just a link drop?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe because the Oracles are over here, he's feeling like he's not going to be able to pull off what he wanted, but doesn't look like he's really building towards too much right now, just adding a couple spores, trying to drone up. But looking fine for Neeb.
Yeah, I bet Neeb is looking at this as well. He's like, alrighty.
Yeah.
No damage on my oracles pretty much. Got 8 roams, see a lot of links. You're not getting anything done. Shut down with RO.4. I'll take it. That is a very nice way to start my semifinal.
Well, roaming right now with that dreaded 3 Oracle plus Phoenix play. We'll see if he can get in to get some more damage. But in the meantime, his third Nexus on the way, as well as the Prism.
Yep, obviously the triple Oracle opening is a very popular one. I don't know how much there is in the main base. That might actually be the most exposed mineral line. I see a queen. I don't know where the other queens are. The Phoenix is going to live this queen. That's going to be some decent damage here. And once again, Elazer is taking a beating.
Yeah, some really solid damage there with 7 more drone kills. So about 15 drones so far falling.
Yep.
Kind of a cute move here. Another lift goes down and brings in the Oracles for a few more kills.
Yeah. Why not? 3 damage, right? 9
Yeah.
drones in total going down. Neeb obviously is most likely going to move out and he's going to look for a cancel on that forward base. But if I'm Elazer, I'm not even thinking about taking a forward base right now because I don't think you're going to defend that. Look at that +1, by the way. +1 melee already.
I'm liking seeing that. We'll see what he wants to get done. But look,
He's got like nothing then. He's got
yeah.
nothing.
Well, just forcing units with this move out is going to be amazing. Look, the Ling sees 6 roaches queued up immediately. Not really the healthiest position here for Elazer. Oh my god, the Oracle's diving in again. Looks like a bit lackluster on that execution, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I bet that he was just shocked. He's like, alrighty, actually, like, you're not even trying to take a forward base yet. Normally, this move out is supposed to get a cancel on the forward base. We've seen Neeb do that against Seoul a couple times. We saw Stats do that against Seoul as well in multiple tournaments. Now Neeb might actually try his luck going up this ramp, but that's a little bit more difficult. There are Ravagers already, and the Queens are here as well. But Neeb, you don't really have to do this. You don't have to get too carried away here.
Well, he made a lot of Stalkers, and when you see that, they definitely want to attack. So he is throwing down his force fields, busting up a few units, but it doesn't feel like that worthwhile.
No, and now actually Lings are roaming around in the main base and the natural as well, so that's actually kind of bad. Neeb is not losing too many probes yet. Now we do see the first probes going down. 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, that's a lot of probes suddenly going down. And this fight is really not going that well. The Immortal went down as well. Neeb just needs to retreat. I'm shocked to see how much he committed. Obviously, you make a good point. Like, yeah, he made a lot of Stalkers, and if you make this many Stalkers, in general, you want to get something done. But since when is the Protoss so eager to kill a 3-base Zerg?
I know, right? I mean, if he's on 3 base and you're on 3 base, you're feeling pretty all right about that.
You can just stay at the bottom of the ramp and go up to 4 bases yourself. I think that would have been a better play. And then it would have probably been easier to deal with these links as well.
You know, the thing is, this is pretty trendy play from Neeb, though, too, right? When you think about it, you go with the 3 Oracle, you get your nice harassment done, they're re-droning, and then you make this kind of more Stalker-heavy army to pick off all the roaches. So, like, I get it, it's popular, it's pretty strong. Was it good to go up that ramp right now? I would lean towards no.
Elazer has quite some money in the bank. Curious to see what he's going to do with it. Might actually go for like a massive Roach, Ravager, Ling Bane attack. As we've got a very random Stalker drop over here as well, something we used to see. Don't see that often anymore.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny, right? Like, he already went for the +1 melee, which points towards the Ling Bane Ravager type of approach. And really, I mean, the more that we're seeing these Stalkers being made, I like that army.
Yep.
You know, Stalkers do really poorly against just lots of stuff.
The only thing is that if Neeb would do what Elazer did before, and that is stay on 3 bases a little bit longer, then it's going to be awkward if you're maxing out on that kind of stuff, right? But Elazer is not maxing out yet, even though he could clearly spend his money if he would like to. Well, we see that we have a little bit of lag there, but it seems to be all right. Players are not requesting a pause, so they will go on. I always love how long these Oracles stay alive. It's like,
I know.
They're red, they're red, they're red. They just always stay alive.
No problem. Shields come back. Well, trying to get some use out of those 4 Stalkers there. Still quite a few Stalkers in this army, though, which is making me a little bit afraid compositionally for Neeb. You know, this army is not looking like something that, as we approach max supply, are going to do a... Wow, that's a lot of Phoenixes.
Yeah, 7 Phoenix. He's getting +1 as well. Wow, I heard them talk about this yesterday, by the way. Somebody's like,
yeah?
Well, it was slightly different. It's like, yeah, he opened Archon drop, and then he went double target Phoenix. I'm like, what? Is that good? They're like, no. I was like, did it work? They're like, yeah. I'm like, typical pro gamer stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Things definitely don't have to be good to work. Something like this is so not predictable. And look at the amount of damage he's getting done here. Picking up multiple queens, just knocking them out. And, I mean, you're going to be able to get a lot of overlords, maybe start picking up some ravagers or drones as well.
It's actually really cool. Even before +1 is done, he's doing a lot of damage already. Look at all these overlords. I mean, Elazer is known to make a lot of overlords, and he obviously was already maxed out on supply. He does have links. He's going to get a very easy cancel on that 5th base. But that's kind of funny because Neeb was taking his 4th and his 5th at the same time. Also not stuff we see super often. The good thing about getting +1 air weapons already is that also if you do want to get some Tempest out, right, to deal with the brutes, you already have it.
Yeah, very, very nice on that. Look at this. He's even chasing down some of these Corruptors. Very nice. There is an Overlord with Banelings in it right now, and he just finished up +2, so we do have to watch out for that. Maybe a nice comeback potential for Elazer.
Yeah, that's old school Elazer. That's when he shined in this matchup, I feel. Like, I'll never forget, he had some epic slugfest games back then with Showtime, where it was just Banes everywhere. It was such a fun style to watch. I know that Todd always talks about it. He's like, I don't know why not everybody does this every game. It's so good. It's like impossible to defend. Let's see.
Is he right? Let's see. Not that one.
but there is another Dropper Lord, right? And I'm not sure if he knows about the other one as well. And this Dropper Lord is going to go to the main base. These Banes will connect. That's 4 probes immediately. The 5th one goes down too. And the other one gets shut down. Neeb showing us that you can defend it.
Yes, I guess so. People have advanced that far. Yeah. So, the Greater Spire is on the way. It's just about to finish up. Psystorm just coming in now for Neeb, who's adding some Immortals as well. Kind of a funny time to add Immortals as a Greater Spire is finishing. Not normally the counter to Broodlords.
I often feel like when we start reaching this phase in a game, I almost see Protoss players throw away their Immortals, right? They go for weird Immortal run-by. So to see him still building Immortals is kind of weird. These Banes are going to get shut down as well. Elazer is trying the things that we were talking about. But Neeb just showing us, like, yeah, we actually all got better. And we can deal with this kind of stuff a lot easier as well. A lot of links get trapped, but that's actually kind of awkward now, because can Neeb get through? I mean, I guess he can, but it's a bit weird.
It's Starcraft 2, man. Slip right through there. All right, so this army has a lot of anti-air. I'm not sure exactly how much the Broodlords are going to do
right now.
Look at the
Phoenixes. Are the Phoenixes going to kill Broodlords? Is that the plan here?
It definitely could be, because I see like 2 queens as anti-air, so...
That's actually sick, right? Oh, those Banes, though.
Oh, my God. The Archon destroying Neeb's army there, hitting the force fields. The Banelings connecting with just about everything.
But this is really weird, because even though the supply looked bad for Neeb, I kind of still like his army, what's left. The Spore Crawler is the only thing that's protecting these Broodlords, but look at these Phoenixes go with +1.
Oh my God, they're actually taking down a lot of these Broodlords right now. So few queens for any transfusions, but enough spores that eventually the Phoenix count falls, and he does pull back.
Oh, what? Now he's only getting Blink. He had so many Stalkers.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, actually maybe better never than late, but I was going to say better late than never. His Stalkers are dead, so...
Better late than never, but never late is better.
That's beautiful. Did you make that up?
No, Drake did.
Oh, okay.
Less beautiful now, right?
Yeah, less beautiful now, but, well, he is a musical genius. Now, look, the one thing I like about the Blink right now is that he's not going into Tempest, because I feel like if you just go into that late game play in this position right now, it's hard, man. He's going to get into his Infestors. He's going to have the Spore Queen, you know, Broodlord Corruptor army. And we haven't seen Protoss doing well against that. Whereas right now what Neeb has is an army that can be very mobile. So maybe there's a way that he can run around the map, hit the fringe bases, and whittle a Elazer down. Yep,
and Thunderbird is obviously a very big map, right? Like, if you compare where that base is at 9 o'clock compared to where the one could potentially be at 12, if you take away those minerals, and suddenly it can become a little bit harder for Zerg. I'm obviously with you, and I think Neeb is with you as well. These Lings are feisty, by the way. Jeez, they kill things so fast. Even these Oracles are going to have a hard time, I think, keeping this Nexus alive. A lot of Zealots are just going to run by, and let's see what Neeb's other plan is. He just wants to kind of get in there. I don't know if he can really fight Broodlords with his army, though, then.
Those weren't the best Zealots I've seen. These ones pretty good, though, doing some nice harassment at this base. He sees the Infestors starting to pop out, so he knows what to expect in the future.
And he's getting a lot of Stalkers. That's a big fungus, but Blinks forward, gets underneath the Broodlords.
Oh, beautiful targeting down right now by Neeb. A fungal onto those Stalkers, though. A ton of Archons here chewing through all the Lings that come up.
That was really sick. I can't believe that he got so many Stalkers underneath the Brutes. Elazer sending a few too many units to deal with the Zealots. The Roaches are a little bit far forward as well. They are disappearing. Another forward blink. I think Neeb is doing this, Artosis.
Yeah, he's doing a great job right now. He still has his Prism alive, reinforcing this army. The Stalkers pushing forward, sniping down the Broodlords. And those Immortals he was making that we thought were late were right on time.
Wow, that's sick.